So, women are a bit more friendlier to men with fit physiques. Okay. And for my fellas that have experienced this, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys have experienced this firsthand. And I'm gonna get into it. This is Tarik Talks. Let's go. So for my fellas with, that hit the gym, that have fit physiques, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I tell you that women are a bit more friendlier. They find your jokes a bit more funnier. They get a little more touchy feely. They're a little more agreeable with you. Okay, they're just all around more pleasant to men that they find attractive, right? And one of the things that women find attractive is physiques. Now, I'm just talking about the physiques, okay? I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, it's the face, it's the height, it's the. I'm not denying none of that. I'm not denying any of that. I'm not here to sit and pretend like women don't take that into factor, because they do. They definitely take those things into consideration. But for the most part, your physique as a man, think about it like this. If you think of life, or if you think of attraction rather, as a point system, let's think about it as a point system. You're at a 10 points being the highest. Let's say you're like a 7, okay? Having a fit physique can possibly take you to an 8, okay? Can possibly take you to an 8 or higher if you know what you're doing, okay? Now, I'm not going to get too nuanced with it, because like I said, I'm just focusing on the physique. But it could take you up there, right? Hell, take you up to an 8.5. But that's what having a fit physique does, because when women see a fit physique, it's just like us as men. When we see a young lady that is very in shape, okay, uh that's very curvaceous, whatever your demographic, whatever your preference is, I think we can all agree though that we find women that have a proportionate body, okay? And what's attractive with women? The breasts, obviously. Then they got the slim waist and then the curvier hips. Now, some of my fellas like curves more in other places than others, a little more. Like I said, it's preference, but we get what I'm saying. So when a woman sees a man that has a nice physique, nice strong physique, it doesn't. You don't have to look like Ronnie Coleman. You don't got to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't got to look like Mr. Olympia, right? You just have to have a strong looking physique. And this comes in varying factors, right? It's not like you have to be super ripped and all of that good stuff. Now, if you have that, that's awesome. That's great. But usually what women look for, okay, we're talking about geometry here. I'm gonna get a little esoteric here. Is it's all about the proportions, right? Broad shoulders. Women love men with broad shoulders. A broader back, a bigger chest. Not fat wise, but you guys get what I'm saying. Strong. Hell, women even look at. Let me tell you guys something. A crazy thing. Women look at men's glutes and their legs. Real talk, because when women see a man with big glutes, okay, and I'm not talking about the feminine type. I'm not talking about wide hips and just gelatinous, mass back there. I'm talking about strong. We still talking about strong, solid, okay? They see that, they're thinking in their head he has power coming from the hips. That's what they be thinking, right? That's what they start thinking, like he has power from the hips. And yes, fellas, women do look at legs. Women do look at legs. Believe it or not, you could skip leg day if you want to. You shortchanging yourself, right? That's why the whole hoochie daddy short thing came out for a little bit. Okay. Now, honestly, personally, I'm not for the short shorts. I don't care if women do find that attractive, right? But that's just giving y'all an example. And when they see a man that's fit and in shape, they start getting very friendly. So with one guy, they might be kind of monotone, kind of, professional. Maybe you could kind of call it kind of an average type of tone. But then the same woman with a guy that has a fit physique, all of a sudden she acting like the guy with the fit physique is fucking Kevin Hart. All of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, everything is just super hilarious. Everything he says is just, oh my God, it's just so profound. Like he just said the most profound philosophical shit ever when he could have just said a simple statement like, damn, I'm hungry. Or something like that. She'll just burst out, oh my God, you're hungry? Wow. You know, I know I'm over exaggerating, but you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, you guys get what I'm saying. I might have over exaggerated on that, but you know, it's things like that that you see a change when you start improving your physique. You start seeing women are more smiley with you. You know, a lot of men complain about females having a resting B face. Well, hey, look, you got that fit physique, you're not going to completely get rid of resting B faces, because let me tell you something about human psychology. Some people are just assholes to everybody and anybody, okay? But when you get your physique up, trust and believe you're going to start seeing more pleasant faces from young ladies, right? Because, and another thing too, let me throw this in there too, since we getting a little esoteric with this. Your personality too. Now I'm throwing in personality. I know some incels and black pillars aren't gonna like this because they're oh, your personality doesn't matter. It's all about your looks. Nah, trust me. If you've been out here, your personality does matter. So you got that personality and that physique, right? Whatever you're feeling on the inside, if you feel happy, if you're feeling cheerful, if you're feeling positive, guess what? You got that nice physique and you got a nice personality. You have a cool personality. Guess what? That girl is going to mirror it right back. Not every single one. Let's not get stupid. Let's not get carried away. But you'll start seeing an increase. You'll start seeing an increase of women getting a little more smilier, a little more pleasant with you. Right? If you're in a store, they're more they'll be very willing to help you out. Right? They'll be very willing to, hey, how can I help you, sir? You'll be like, can I get some help? They'll be like, yeah, sure. Right? And guys, don't always misconstrue this. That's just some women are friendly like that, but you get what I'm saying. Right? You get what I'm saying? You can kind of gauge it. And let's just say you're out in a social type of environments. You're going to get way more women that are willing to talk to you, that are willing to get to know you, get to introduce you because you have that nice physique. And nowadays, most men have average to below average physiques, right? So by you getting your physique on point, you are boosting once again with the point system, aforementioned point system. You're just boosting your points. And it's not even that hard nowadays. It's not even that hard nowadays. Most men don't work out. Most men never seen the inside of a gym. So by you having a strong physique, it's gonna be very easy. It's like a cheat code. You know, of course it takes time. Of course it takes dedication. But it's like a cheat code if you have a nice physique, right? When I used to work, okay, when I was single, now I'm in a relationship, right? Got an old lady. I love my old lady, okay? But I'm just talking to my guys that are still out here and whatnot. But when I was single, working in a restaurant, I'm gonna tell you guys this. Women break the touch barrier all the time. They will find any excuse to break the touch barrier. What is a touch barrier to my fellas who don't know what that is? Basically, touching on your arm, touching your body, you make a little joke, all of a sudden they're touching you all on your back. I kid you not, fellas. I still remember this one incident. I was in a restaurant, okay? And it was one of the young ladies that would constantly be throwing out flirts. Didn't really find her attractive, so I kind of not deflected them, but I kind of ignored them, right? And I know some guys are like, oh, wait, only women do that. No. See, that's the thing about it. You guys got to get to that level of attractiveness to start doing shit like that, right? And someone's going to think I'm capping like, oh, you rejected a woman? Men don't do that. That's only reserved for women. Nah. See, when you get yourself up, when you get your style up, when you get your physique, you get your mind state, your personality, you're going to start, the shoe is on the other foot now. Okay. So long story short, she would always throw out little flirts, and I would kind of laugh it off and keep working. And one of these days, she was like, "Excuse me, right? Excuse me, Tarik." Even though she had all the space behind her, she lit it. I remember this so vividly, and I'm like, "Yep, that's the physique working." She grabbed my whole back, ran her whole hand down my whole damn back, from my shoulders down my whole back, talking about "excuse me." Like, damn, that was and she straight up caressed my whole back. Straight up caressed my whole back. And I was like, dang, you know what? I might give her a little shot. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, that kind of felt good. Other times, same thing with my job, right? I got so many stories from my old restaurant job. I can just pull out example after example. The chicks that work there, they would just touch on my arm. Okay. As soon as I came in, "Hey, Tarik," they would touch on my arm, and they would literally be like, "Oh, wow, you work out. Ooh, wow." They would be like, "Ooh, your arms," right? Ladies love arms. They love a good set of arms. They love a good set of biceps. They love a good set of triceps, right? These are the bro muscles. What are the bro muscles? Pretty much your whole upper body. Okay. Like I said earlier, fellas, if you skipping your legs, if you're walking around here with toothpicks for legs, start doing your squats, right? Start doing your hamstring curls. Start hitting them calves. You guys are missing that, right? Because a lot of young ladies love a man with a pair of good, strong legs, right? But we can't forget about the bro muscles. Those are the originals. Those are the OGs. Okay. Women love a good set of shoulders. Women love a good set of triceps, good set of biceps. They'll sit there and touch you. And the thing about it is, we hear about this Me Too stuff all the time. And a little thing about it is, I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just talking. I'm just stating something that I've observed. Okay. We all hear about this Me Too stuff. It is more, I don't want to say socially accepted, but it's more acceptable for women to start to break touch barriers. Okay. That type of stuff, if we do it at the workplace, you might get hit with a claim, right? You might have to take a trip to the HR room, and the HR lady or the HR man is gonna have a little talk with you. Okay. But for women, they be breaking the touch barrier all the time with men that they find attractive. And sometimes, fellas, I kid you not, to my fellas that can attest to this, if you have a fit physique, it be bordering harassment sometimes from young ladies. I know a lot of people can't, they don't believe this. They think it's BS. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It was one or two instances at my job where I really felt like, this is if I did this to a young lady, I would have got hit with a claim, right? But this is the type of stuff that happens when you have that fit physique. Females just can't, and it be sometimes, fellas, I'm telling you, it feels like they can't help themselves, right? Like they can't. They're like, "Oh my God, he has that strong physique. I want him to go ahead and blow my back out with them strong hips and strong legs, right? I want him to go ahead and just do what he needs to do." Okay. And that's the type of attraction that you incite when you have that type of physique. And a lot of these content creators be talking about true desire this, true desire that. One of the quickest way that I found, and many of you guys can attest, is again, shout out Ron Wills, Body Game General. Okay. Get better, but one of the quickest ways that I found out was to get the physique right. All of a sudden, females were acting so much more friendlier. Okay. With that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.